Good morning, Space Engineers. Welcome back to Hephaestus Prime. Wellington 6012 here. How's everybody doing today? Same morning, it's just about sunrise, so an early start. Here I am, not on the lake. I'm about a K off the lake, recovering these boosters, which went a little bit wayward as they came back in. Part of that's to do, I think, with just the way I launched the resupply vessel with the Sirius Sentry on board last time. And what we're going to do today is I did have some thoughts about doing some stuff around the base, but I think I'm just going to continue to put some Sirius Sentries up into orbit. So another few of those. So first of all, need to put this boosters back onto the resupply vessel. The resupply vessel landed absolutely on the dot out in the lake over there, but yeah, these are up in the hills, so I've got to figure out how to get them back down on the lake, which I actually thought that I'll just use the centipede main thing, and actually, completely unplanned, that merge block is in exactly the right place. So I'm not going to have to just, do them as a, as sort of an extra grid. I'm going to be able to actually merge them on. Well, that is good news. I didn't plan that. I can grab them both at once. I'll go and turn this other one on. I'm glad I put the... Whoa, tree! Glad I put the signal lights on so I could find them. And yeah, the speaking of finding them, the antenna is working as well. So rather than that beacon, I still don't know why the beacons weren't working on them, but never mind. Right, let us line this thing up. Now, what I'm going to do is putting these sentries into orbit today, I'm going to make up just a real... almost throwaway sort of booster type cradle. Because getting it on top of the resupply vessel was not easy. So I'm just going to get something low to the ground, drive it underneath, and that's the plan. And once I'm done, once I put them up in orbit, I'm just going to probably put that into the recycling unit. Let's just line this up. And boom, there we go. Awesome. Now I'll just jump in, find the landing gear, and there we go. Right. Now I'll go and put the other one on the back. It's still a little bit dark. I really must stop doing these things at night time. Here is the flashing light. Yes, so that's the sort of plan. I think 3 or 4 up into orbit, something like that. And yeah, I need to also, once I put the last one up, because I'll do a remote control, once I take the last one up, I'll also probably head up myself and just make sure they're in the right place, make sure I'm happy with them. And there are a couple of things I just need to do to the orbital platform as well. Just a few more solar panels. I need to put another laser antenna on the top, both of which I did in creative mode prior to publishing the Sirius on the workshop. But I haven't actually done them here on Hephaestus Prime, so yeah, that's the plan there. Right, just line this one up. Gently does it. Boom, there we go. Right, I'll sort these landing gears out, which are both locked, and yeah, we'll head back down to the lake. Gently does it, or maybe bouncy does it. There we go, that one's locked in, and I've already dropped the other one off. Now these are spread far enough apart that I should be able to weave the straddle carrier through. So that went real well. That went really well. Right, park this up and we'll grab the straddle carrier and get this resupply vessel inside, out of the way, and then we'll get on to projecting and welding a sentry. Whoops. Oh no. Oh no. thought I was clearing that. Okay, that's going to need repairing. And I think I better put some headlights on this thing so I can see. I just did put some lights on though, but maybe I need some more lights. Stand by. There we go. That'll help. Marvellous. Right, let's get this thing hooked up. Now, I did lose all the hydrogen that was in that large tank. Not that I don't think there's a lot in there. Anywho, you have seen me put all this back together before, so what we'll do is I'll get this inside, we'll get onto the old projection and making that little cradle carrier thingy booster. Alright, so that's all tucked away nice, safe and sound. Let us head into the engineering department. So, haven't actually been in here for a while. So we'll go and unfold our ship printer, and then I'll load up one of these sentries into the printer. So just get the lid off first. Well, that's just doing this thing. We'll get the projector happening. So I'll sort of just go through one of these, and then gonna build the carrier thing for it. And we'll probably just rush through the carrier thing. I don't think you really need to watch me build it. We'll just make sure this sort of works. But yeah, I'm thinking I'll just fast forward through it. It'll be a very skeletal thing. I don't intend to reuse this. Well, I mean, I'll be using it to get these sentries up, but once the sentries are up there, then yeah, it's probably go in the recycling bin. Turned into something else. Right, let's just go line this projection up. Hopefully it fits in here. So solar panels do stick out a bit. But, fingers crossed. Right. Just use the old build vision. This build vision comes in really useful in this exact circumstance. So, got that first plop. Normally I fumble around several times trying to get it pointed in the right direction, but that's all good. Relatively in the middle. We'll just need to get it away from that catwalk a bit. I think those missile launchers do have quite a collision mesh, but that should be far enough out. Right, just try and connect this up so we've got a bit of a tether to work from. Probably up. Hopefully I can get this in just between the welders. Maybe. Yeah, I think that'll go there. I just can't quite get the right... there we go. Cool. Right, just tidy this up. Might just realign this clutter a little bit, because I will have to get the vehicle underneath, so probably higher is better. Right, now, does it actually fit? Yep, that's fine on that side, and that's fine on that side. Going to be a little bit of a squeeze getting out, but I'm sure it'll go. Right, let's turn this on. Oh. Right, so hopefully it gets everything. As soon as it gets that battery, it'll be off. There we go. Yes. And the rocket launchers, yeah, it's got that, so that's good. It's all coming together. This is definitely the way to do it. Especially those blocks that are actually heavy armor. Now, just better actually check these thrusters. Might need to make some more of those. Hopefully I've got enough components, because they need gold and platinum, so I've got a little bit of that, but not a huge amount. hopefully it'll suck it in. Cobalt. Gold. Yeah, and platinum. Alright. I haven't got huge amounts. Need to get to the moon, I do. So that's all going well. Yeah, it's good to weld up those heavy armor blocks. Because I do struggle with those. I mean, first of all, you've got the grids take up all your inventory. Just missing that solar panel for some reason. Must be just a bit out of range of the welder. But yeah, you fill up your inventory with the metal grids, but also if you use steel, it finishes the block, but you can't really tell that it's not finished. It's missing stuff. So yeah, better this way. You can just do it the whole everything. That's all coming up well. Alright, well, just while we're waiting for this last one, what I'll do is I'm going to, as I said before, fast forward, do the montagey thing for this build of the, come on, you can do it, for the build of the carrier for this. There we go, right. On with the montage. Okay, so just doing some pre-flight checks. That's stockpiling quite nicely. The thrusters are on though, so I might just turn them off. So I've set up the toolbar on the actual carrier itself and the remote control. Because I'm not flying this up, I'll stay back here. There we go. And yeah, that's all good. Batteries are full. Yes, very good. Right, parachutes. Just make sure that they've sucked in some canvas in the right place. Yes, they're all full. It's good. What else? What else? I need to put some missiles in this as well. Yeah, oh, it's already sucked some in, but I'll fill up the medium cargo container as well. Good. And yeah, I need some uranium as well, just to put in the reactor as an emergency supply. So I quite like having just those little reactors on and a little bit of uranium. Not much left though, so just get into my right thing. Here we go. So I will, I think, need to make a trip over to the trading post. I do have some acquisitions, some quite old ones that I need to cash in, so it would be good to actually get over and sort that out and hopefully get some more uranium. This is enough for this one, but I will be making at least a couple more of these. Just make sure that that is actually turned off so I'm not using it. Cool. Alright. That's all pretty good, I think. So we'll run this outside. And we'll have a bit of a launch. Just have to concentrate a bit on not crashing or going over that bump too quickly. And I also need to turn off those iron thrusters as well, they're not helping. Now I think about it, I also need to do some renaming as well. Right, I'll sort all that out and then we'll get this thing up into space. Alright, so I think we're just about ready to go. Let me just jump in here and get into... maybe the name didn't stick. Anyway, that's it. So that's all good. Control that. It's a bit foggy. It's okay though. Right, so thrusters are on, the backwards facing thrusters are off. Dial up the thrust override. And those wheels, turning them on and off to save power. It's probably where I want the tank stockpile on off, so we'll sort that now. That's better. Alright, so I think we're all set to go. So 3, 2, 1, launch. Well, we made it off the ground, and we're going, I think, straight up. Right, just get up to max speed, and we can dial back a bit. Got plenty of fuel in the tank, though, I've been saying that. Yep, we're going straight up, and we've cleared out of the fog, which is good. Right, I'll do a fast 40 thing for the next 40 something Ks. Okay, so made it up without a hitch. Here we are in orbit. Just do some final little checks before I let this Sentry go. And yeah, antennas is probably the main thing. Make sure they are on. Now the Sentry antennas I've only got to 1500 meters, so I need to stay relatively close to Sirius. And what I will do is turn off the Sirius antenna and just have the laser antenna happening so that if I need to tap into them from the ground, I can just turn on the antenna, but otherwise it won't be cluttering up my HUD. But I'll sort that out when I come up myself in a little bit. Right, let's have a go at detaching this. Just got a little bit hooked up on the magnetic lock there, but we're away now. There it is, looking pretty good. Awesome. Okay, well, I'll just get this carrier thing headed back down to the planet. And yeah, it's going to take, 10 minutes or so for it to make its way back down. So just get it going in the general direction and I'll let it go. And then we'll jump into the remote. Alright, so something's gone wrong with the names there because the Sentry's not falling, but according to this it is. So we'll just rename that the carrier. And I know which one it is. Cool. And then this other small grid is quite far away. Must be the Sentry. Yep. So we'll get that sorted. Don't quite know how those names went wrong, but anyway. Cool. Right. So what we'll do now is go into it again. And just make sure everything's sort of working. Control that and jump into the camera. Looking pretty good. Cool. And let me just sort things out here. Hang on. Okay, so I'm just going to try and sort of get over the top of the Sirius, so this one will be above it. I want to be about 600 meters away, so I don't want to accidentally blow it up. So that's the range of the missiles, I think. It's looking pretty good here. These ion thrusters are quite good for manoeuvring, but yeah, you can't really get any great speed up with them in much of a hurry. Glad I did put on as many as I did. Any less, and I think it would just take forever. A little bit far there, but we'll just get a little bit back closer. Alright. So that's all sorted. And we'll turn that on. And get Izzy's thing happening. Now I need to jump out of it, don't I? Because it won't let me do it while I'm in control. But that's all loading up. Awesome. Okay. So what I'll do now is I'm going to weld some more of these things up and send a couple more up into orbit. And yeah, so what I might do is just make sure that that is turning. Yep, there we go. It is adjusting itself, so that's good. That's doing that automatically. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'm going to send a few more of these up into orbit. And I'll fast forward through that because you see me do it once, but yeah, we'll do that and I'll come back when it's done. And yeah, 18 k's away that carrier, so we've got a little bit of time. Alright, stand by. Okie pokey, well that all went pretty well actually. So I've got I think 4 in total sentries up on the perimeter of the Sirius orbital platform. So what I've done is I'm just here in the orbiter at the moment, up on one of the outer platforms, and I've loaded up with a whole lot of stuff. I made to order some bits and pieces, and that went into the made to order ship loading container. I'm just emptying that now. And yeah, I just made some solar panels and nearly enough stuff for a laser antenna. I ran out of possibly gold, whatever I needed to make the superconductors, so I'm running a bit short of those. Just get all this on and going. And away we go. Yes, so that was just to put on some extra solar panels and yeah, a laser antenna, which, as I say, I've already done in creative mode on a different save to publish to the workshop, but now I actually just need to catch up with what I've published in creative mode here on Hephaestus Prime. Anywho, so we'll sort that out soon. Yes, so it went pretty well, and yeah, it took me quite a while, but also it was quite a, not busy, but a consistent build period. I would drop the carrier back down to the planet and just get the sentry in the right place and just make sure everything's all going, including the solar alignment script. And yeah, and then I printed off another one on the printer, and just as that was sort of finishing, I pretty much came out and the carrier was just landing. So yes, so let me fast forward this through the edit, and we'll head up to the orbital platform, we'll have a bit of a look around, and we'll call it a day. Alright, so here we are back on the Sirius orbital platform in person. Good to be up here. Alright, just try and get inside with these magnetic boots on. Power up the station, get the grav gen going. Now, as I was flying in, I had a look at the solar panels, and I brought up all those components to extend them, and I've already done it. I can't remember when I did it, but they are the right size for what's actually on the workshop, so not too sure what happened there. My memory is slipping. Right, here we are on the Sirius number 4, the last one to come up. I just need to turn on Izzy's script and check things. So even though that battery says it's fully charged, it's not. Anyway. Right. Quite a neat script this Izzy solar alignment. Using it here for this particular purpose, but not intending to use it sort of elsewhere anytime soon. In fact, when I do get to Mars, I want to do a bit of a solar thing there, which we'll talk about when we get to that point in next series, pretty much. Yeah, I want to do a bit of a vanilla solar array. So, as I say, Izzy's script, awesome, great for this purpose, for these little drones. Not using it on the Sirius, not going to use it on Mars, and not going to use it on the Moon either. Okay, so that is pretty much us for today. Good to get these defences up here. Next time you will find me probably in the Western Frontier Outpost, organising some gold because I need to finish off the laser thing. And yeah, and then I'll head back to Fort Rutherford. I want to do some work there. I'll probably do some stuff before switching the camera on, so we're all ready to go, but there's another room that I want to do there, so looking forward to that. So thanks everybody for watching. I hope you did enjoy today, and hopefully you can join me again next time. Stay safe out there, everybody, and have a good